All right. So my name is Lily. I'm the sister of the groom. And I'll just get started because I tend to ramble. So as I was growing up, I wanted to do everything that Philip did. I watched all the shows that he was into. I would read every book he read. And I stole all his jokes and passed them off as my own. And hard to believe, but Philip was the perfect older brother. He was protective enough that I looked up to him, and mean enough that I was afraid of him. You could ask anyone else in the neighborhood we grew up in, and they would all tell you that he was the mastermind behind everyone else's mischievous behavior, and the least likely to get in trouble for it. As we got older, though, we grew apart in a way that, no 14-year-old boy wants to hang out with his 12-year-old sister, and no 12-year-old little girl wants to be anywhere near a boy who only showers once a week. By his last year of high school, outside of him yelling that he's leaving in 5 minutes whether I'm ready or not, and me saying thank you as I hopped out of his truck, we probably only talked to each other about 10 times that whole year. But I was always watching, observing, keeping my tabs, noticing, like any good, nosy little sister would do. And you tend to notice a lot. You notice when he starts wearing his good jeans on the weekend. You notice when he's got a suspicious mark on his neck. And when he suddenly starts to care about applying deodorant. You notice when he comes home at midnight and all of a sudden it looks like he's seen an angel. You notice when it looks like he's really started to change. And then Ripley left for college, and you notice that he doesn't make eye contact with anyone. You notice the sad country songs he plays in the morning. You notice the longer hours he's spending at work. In that time, I didn't really get to know Ripley. In fact, for the first 3 years, I truthfully didn't care to know. It wasn't until I noticed how once they were together, the dark storm cloud around his head turned into a halo of golden light that I knew Ripley was something special. Ripley is the most intelligent, organized, creative, resourceful, hilarious, beautiful woman I now get the honor of calling my sister. Just like how she cast her line and reeled Phillip in, Ripley has a special way of letting you get your walls down so she can come in and give you the most thoughtful and personal gift you've ever received in your life. I've never met another person who's made me double over laughing within a few minutes. I was crying and sobbing together, all to wipe our faces and then go out and eat. I didn't think I needed a sister growing up, but now that I have you, Ripley, I can't imagine my life without one. They say that some people become your chosen family, but I couldn't have made a better choice if I tried. Oh, so sorry. I'm a crier. I feel so lucky to get to know you all. Kim, Albie, Madison, and the fact that you guys have seen Tommy, Randy, and Phillip together, and you still decided to give us your blessing. That's a miracle in its own right. I tried to make it one page. You two are truly the most beautiful couple I've ever seen. Two people have never been more right for each other. I'm so happy for you both. I'm happy that we all get to be here to celebrate, and I'm so happy to get to see the two of you start your lives together. I didn't bring my drink over, but I'll steal yours. I'm not going to drink it. To Phillip and Ripley. So.
All right, well, Lily's done a TED Talk, so it's a little hard to follow up from that one. But hello, everyone. I'm Madison. I am Ripley's sister and the maid of honor. Thank you. Being Ripley's sister, or really being sisters, Ripley and I's relationship has been quite a roller coaster. We were either loving each other or fighting incessantly, and there was really no in between. Many people know this. We were polar opposites growing up, so while I was loud and crazy, Ripley was more quiet and reserved. So you can imagine how fun it was to be around us as we bickered all the time. Our Aunt Susan would always try to stop it, always, and we would walk away wondering why she tried to intervene and why she was so upset. But the thing is, sisters are always on the same team, and that's the important thing. So, it's really nerve-wracking being up here, everyone. Like I said, Ripley was always more reserved than I was. So, being on the same team, I thought it was my responsibility to protect her. Whether it was tubing on the lake with our cousins or preparing for a horse show, Ripley was calm, cool, and collected. Wasn't shaking like I am now, just completely stone-faced. And meanwhile, I'm on the sidelines, freaking out, looking like a stage mom, fixing everything, ready to go, whatever it took, because I wanted to make sure that everything was perfect for my little sister. So, just to give you an idea of that, we would be tubing along. Colin and Jonathan, but Jonathan's the screamer, let's face it, would be screaming bloody murder in this tube. Ripley's just sitting there. Waves are crashing all around us and everything like that, and Ripley's just pause, play, whatever it took to get that tube to keep going. And there I was in the boat, freaking out. But nonetheless, Ripley, growing up with you, sharing so many memories and experiences together, and having the honor of watching you grow and evolve into the steadfast, compassionate, incredibly sharp woman that you are today, has been the greatest joy of my life. Your drive and your creativity amaze me, and I am endlessly proud to be your sister. You didn't need it then, and you certainly don't need it now, but you always know that you have a protector in me, a person to laugh with, a cheerleader to share your many accomplishments with, and a snuggle buddy, because you know I like to snuggle. And now Phillip has joined the family. Phillip also knows I like to snuggle. He is kind and caring and obsessed with my sister. So at first, I wasn't sure about someone jumping in and monopolizing all of her time. But then I found out that we could just add him to the friend group. But in all seriousness, Phillip has been the brother I always wanted, the handyman I often need, and the other half of Ripley's cheer squad. I love you both so much. I can't wait for all of the memories that we'll make all together as a family, and to watch your life continue to grow and evolve, and to spend time on our boat together. We don't have a boat yet. Very soon. Phillip, welcome to the family. Good luck, and cheers to you both.
All right, so I was not ready for this. I thought he was going first. So this is a lot shorter than the rest of them. But I'm going to keep this short and sweet. Phillip, I like you the most out of the family. It sucks that I barely get to see you anymore. I miss you a lot. And I hope you're doing great. It seems like you're doing great. You're having a great time. I'm ready for the boys' trip next year, like we had this year. That was amazing. Ripley, I thought you hated Tommy and I the first time I met you. I hope you don't anymore. But now I see that you're the best person Phillip could be with. And I'm so happy to see you guys together. I'm so happy to call you my sister-in-law. You're an amazing person. But I'm going to end this speech by saying I love you, Phillip and Ripley.
So to start, I wrote this speech as soon as I knew I was going to be a bridesmaid, or the best, the best man. And I still, it took me 6 months, and I still can't remember. So, and I'm just very, very bad at reading, so it's going to be a struggle. And you guys are going to sit through it. So, I'm going to start the speech off by saying how honored I am to be the true best man. This is a great turnout knowing that Phillip isn't very good at making friends down here. But in all seriousness, I am delighted to finally have a sister in the family. And Ripley, okay, this is where it gets serious. All right, Ripley, I didn't think Phillip had it in him to secure someone as wonderful as you. There's more. You have all of us in your hearts, even though you make the dirtiest jokes ever. Some of the stuff this lady says, she should be incriminated. And for my little big brother Philly, without you, I wouldn't be scared to play Monopoly. This man will steal your money and then try and help you look for it. Do not play Monopoly with this man. I lost where I was. Okay. All right. But without you, Phillip, I would have never rode my first dirt bike. But really, without you? Oh, okay. Next page. And if it wasn't for you, Phillip, I want to have someone to look up to each and every day. So, thank you, and I love you both so much. But this ain't the end of the speech. I'm going to end this award-winning speech, even though Lily kind of beat us all, by saying hallelujah.
How's it going, everybody? I'm Jake. Thanks. I did not think I would be standing up here and it would be Phillip getting married and Tor having the only +1 to the date. Sorry I stole it, but that's too good. And I still can't believe it. I'm not too good with public speaking, but I am going to say this. I'm honored to be here on your guys' special day, and I'm so proud of you, Phillip. I could not... Yeah, I'm just going to stop there. So, cheers to that.
All right, y'all. My name's Bailey, and I've definitely had the very fortunate childhood of running around Gypsum with this fool. And, you know, this guy also gave me some of my first. I'm very happy to say that he showed me how to drink alcohol and also hunt illegally. I don't know. But anyways, I'm super proud about what these two have achieved in such a short time. They've moved across the country. They've bought a house. They have little baby dog, little cat, and they're killing it. And I can't wait to see what they do in the future. If this is how you guys are starting, you have no idea what it's going to be like in the future, man. I love you guys, and thanks for having me.
Hello, everyone. Oh, this thing's loud. My name's Tor Eric Brown. I'm an old friend of Phillip's. Phillip, you're one of my oldest and most treasured friends. I'm so happy to have the privilege of being here with you today. Our adventures together are some of my fondest memories, and I'm so excited to be here to celebrate your greatest adventure yet with a truly exceptional woman. I know there are great things in store for you too. Cheers.
I'm not really used to public speaking, so bear with me here. I have some remarks I've written down. We'd like to thank and welcome everyone for coming near and far to this wondrous occasion. Some could not make it, but we know they're here in spirit. Now, on a side note, I questioned whomever it was that thought it was a good idea to have me, the father of the bride, give this little speech. They obviously have never met me. But seriously, though, the first time I met Phillip, He was about 10. Wait, actually, I think he was about 15, but he looked like he was 10. And that is the truth. But three young gentlemen. I don't know the other two's name. Maybe it could have been some of these yahoos over here. They all lined up and were ready for the questions I was going to throw at them there. And Philip stood out by offering more than a guttural, monosyllabic response. So I was like, oh, I like this young man. But had I known it would have ended up like this, I would have really grilled him on that one. So I'm like, wait a minute. Do you remember that night?
I do.
Okay.
Bodie started barking at me. He said, "Good boy."
Bodie. He is here in spirit too. No, I've known Ripley nearly her entire life. And though she is blessed with an incredible sense of humor, you're welcome. Grilling her for information can be an arduous task as well. Once she opens up, though, there's no stopping it. It was funny. I'll go off on a side note here. Every parent-teacher conference we ever had, all they said was, Ripley is so intelligent, she does so well in her grades, but she just doesn't talk. We were dumbfounded on that one, because, what? So, let me find my place back here. No, I have it up to a big font. So anyway, Ripley and Phillip may be the most compatible couple in history. We like to describe them as the oldest young couple ever. They're so responsible, so mature, so fun-loving. It was a fait accompli that these two would be together forever. Just like when they nonchalantly mentioned, we bought a house. They kept it a secret from us. We had no idea. They're like, oh yeah, by the way, we bought a house. We were very confident they would show up and casually inform us, oh, by the way, the Justice of the Peace married us last month. That didn't happen. That was the plan. Well, we thought it was too. But you know what? Then again, without that, we would not be here with all of you. So please join me in welcoming Phillip and all of you into our family. Why I don't have my drink? Let's steal Ripley's drink. Welcome. Ich bin ein